St. Louis really is where I got my first big break. I mean, um, Harley Race is a guy who, uh, way back when my dad died. I mean, Harley's the guy that tried to save his life the night he died,
Yes.
and after that, I didn't see him for a long time, and when I did see him, I was down in El Paso, Texas, of all places, but I was just along for the ride, so to speak, with one of the Funks, and I saw Harley again, and then we talked, and then when I got in the business, I remember the first time he came to Amarillo to wrestle as the champion. He had a conversation with me and said, "I've heard a lot of good things about you, Ted." And he said, um, "If I have anything to do with it, the belt I'm wearing right now someday could be on around your waist." So
Wow.
that was pretty cool. And but I mean that didn't end up happening because I believe because I went to work and I spent so much of the first 12 years of my career with Bill Watts in Mid South,
Hmm.
and I don't believe Mid South was affiliated with the NWA. I don't know. I don't know. You might.
I don't think it had happened yet. I know that it
Yeah.
would, but
Yeah.
I think the time frame that you're talking about, it had not happened yet.
Yeah. So anyway, it was what it was, and it just never. And a lot of people have said that to me. They said, "Gosh, why were you never one of the world champions?" And I said, "Well, it just didn't happen. It's like And then after I created my own title, I basically I just said, piss on all of you."
And, it worked out probably better than actually becoming a world champion.
And
Uh,
the bottom line, it would have been great in that. Here's and in that during that time, whoever they chose to carry the world title had to be somebody who was capable of having a match with just about anybody. In other
mhm.
words, you were definitely the leader in the ring, calling the match, and as the world champion, you're going to go from territory to territory, and they're going to put you in the ring with their number one guy. That's why the only place that uh, Harley Race ever won. I mean, or what would you say? No, he always won, or they would go. You would usually go an hour to a draw, but like when Harley would wrestle in Kansas City, which is where he was from, and there he was a baby face. He'd go over anyway. It's just, but it was one of those things where the nostalgia that goes along with it. Because the guys I looked at the guys that I knew that carried the belt, Luthez. That was my father's time during my father's time. Harley, Dory Funk Jr., Terry Funk. I mean, all of those guys are guys who were capable, and again, obviously Harley Race, of working with anybody, and that's what you had to be.